Yo, what is up, you guys? My name is Blitzfisher1, and welcome back yet again to Reaction Week, installment 26, month of Spooktober. I believe this is episode 3, I believe. Today's the 3rd, right? Hold on a sec. Yeah, I gotta turn this on to Do Not Disturb, otherwise my phone's gonna go off. But yes, this is the 3rd episode in this installment, so hopefully we're having some fun. Hopefully we're getting nice and spoopty. I'm gonna boot up this video here in a second. I'm gonna turn on some ambiance. This is 3 true scary stories animated. So, without further ado, here we... I don't remember who this is from. So, we'll see who it's from. 3, 2, 1, and go.
This happened to my older brother. When he was a college student, he joined a mountain climbing club. One day, he went climbing in the high mountains located in South Korea with 3 of his club members. The mountain was so high up that they couldn't climb all the way up in just a day.
Damn.
So they decided to stop by one of the mountain cabins in the mountainside and take a rest. It was a 2-story cabin, and unfortunately, the electricity was disconnected that day. Well, you know, people usually don't go to sleep early on days like that. So my brother and his friends drank a lot of alcohol, turned on a flashlight, and accidentally lit it up towards the wall. On the wall, there were framed pictures of the 1st, 2nd, and other mountain guards. Everyone was giggling because of...
What? Okay, I guess I gotta rebuffer. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, you guys, here we go. Back to the video in 3, 2, 1, and
of the face in one of the pictures. Then they fell asleep. The next morning, when my brother woke up, he noticed that 2 of the club members had already gone down the mountain, and there was only one left behind. He had fainted, and froth was coming out of his mouth. He looked around in confusion, wondering what was going on. He saw something he could not believe. The cabin was surrounded by small windows. Well then, what the heck was there last night if what they thought were photo frames were actually windows?
Ooh, that's creepy.
When I was a little girl, I was scared of sleeping alone, so I used to sleep with my mom. Eventually, I had to toughen up and sleep by myself. Well, this happened when I was in high school. I had a twin-size bed in my room and decided to leave both my door and my mom's door open. Our bodies were facing opposite directions. I couldn't sleep that night, so I turned on my MP3 player and was laying in bed, listening to music. All of a sudden, I felt a little strange, so I turned my head around, and at that moment, I froze. I saw a person's foot on my mom's body. First of all, if someone gets too nervous, it's hard to look around clearly. However, I slowly looked up, and then I saw the face of the person standing on her body. Literally, someone was standing on my mom's body. Well, it was the worst thing I've ever seen.
The fuck?
I wanted to turn my head around again, but I couldn't. I couldn't open my mouth or even listen to music anymore. I couldn't take my eyes off his face. His mouth was stretching and getting bigger and bigger until eventually it ripped right under his ear. I could see that the inside of his mouth was all red. I wanted to wake my mom up somehow, so I gathered up enough courage as I could. Mom! As soon as I yelled, everything disappeared like smoke. She ran into my room, hugged me, and reassured me that everything was okay. I was leaning on her now, so that I could calm down. Soon after, I put my earphones back in and turned on my MP3 player. And that moment was really crazy and just plain scary. All of my files were gone. I had around 300 songs on the device, but all the songs were erased for no reason. I couldn't sleep at all that night and still felt bad even after waking up the next morning, so I ended up breaking my MP3 player.
Ooh, hi!
Why did my music files disappear? I used to wear a lot of wigs for my job. One day I needed a short bob cut wig, so I bought one and kept it at my house for a while. But then, something strange happened. The next day, my mom suddenly came into my room and said this. Hey.
Really? Really? The ambiance is so good and you're gonna screw it all up by buffering? God damn it. Alright, it's almost done, so let's try this again.
Why do you keep calling me? Huh? What are you talking about, Mom? I haven't called you once. I replied to her, but she insisted that she kept hearing my voice. It was kind of weird, but soon I ended up thinking that she was just hearing things or hallucinating. A few days later, while I was eating dinner with my mom and watching a TV drama, we heard a small voice. Mommy! What the? I stood up, and what made things scarier was the voice sounding exactly like mine. At first, I thought I misheard it, but I kept hearing the sound. I grabbed my mom's hand, and we followed the direction the sound was coming from. As I was getting closer to the shoe rack near the front door, I realized the sound seemed to be coming from it. It was at that moment. Mom! The loud sound in my ears surprised me so much that my heart almost dropped. Well, eventually I went back to my room and fell asleep, failing to reveal the cause of the sound. That night, I had a dream. In my dream, little girls were jumping rope and moving in slow motion, like in a horror movie. I couldn't see their faces because the children's faces were all blurry as if they were covered by fog. However, as soon as I tried to reach them, they looked at me at the same time. At that moment, I had no choice but to scream. Their fronts and backs were all covered by a bob-cut hairstyle. Well, I had the same dream for a few more days. My mom and I concluded that there was something wrong with the bob-cut wig that I bought. Eventually, I burned the wig. And strangely enough, everything returned to normal after I burned the wig.
That's freaky. That's really trippy.
To normal after I burned the wig.
What did I hit? Okay, I guess that's it. Huh, creepy stuff. Woo! Some of those were good. Holy shit. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Reaction Week. That was Wansee Entertainment. Feel free to go check them out. That's some really cool stuff. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, feel free to hit the thumbs up button. Always really appreciate that. You guys have anything else interesting for Reaction Weeks, either for the future or any of these upcoming ones, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Or you can always hit me up in the Discord channel in the description, or in any of the stuff in my banner or my social medias down below as well. I've almost got my stuff for what I want to do, so feel free, keep an eye out for that. I'm going to share that on my YouTube as well as whatever I'm going to be doing. You'll see. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing. You guys are going to enjoy it. But that's going to do it for this episode of Reaction Week, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Hey, and peace out. Yeah.